friends, welcome to Siddhant Studio YouTube channel. I am Siddhant and in this video we will learn how to create a easy and fun endless runner game in Unity. First you have to install Unity Hub. Here are the 3 games which I made earlier. So in this tab you can learn the projects, and in this tab you have the installs. Make sure you have installed the WebGL build support. If you have not, click 3 dots and click add models. Scroll down so you will get WebGL build support. Check that and click on next. So after you install WebGL build support, click on projects, create new projects. So here you can see our project is loading. So after the project loading is done, you can get this type of interface. Make sure we select the 2D template and we can rename our project to 2D endless runner for now. If you have a name for your project, you can put here. So I will type 2D endless runner. Oops, I spelled the endless runner wrong, but for now we can ignore it and we can create, hit create. So after renaming it, hit create. So after you click on create, the Unity Hub will close as our Unity Hub's work is over and the Unity will open. So till Unity open, make sure you subscribe our channel and click like on this video. Click bell icon to get the latest notifications. So a Unity pop-up will appear soon. So you can see it has appeared. This means that Unity is loading. Now a loading pop-up will also appear. So you can see the loading pop-up has appeared. So this creates our project. Till then I will skip the video so that you do not feel bored. So after loading pop-up is done, you can see this type of interface. So this is mainly home page of Unity. So this is our scene when we will work. So this is hierarchy tab, this is game scene. First select the game scene and change aspect ratio to 16:9 and drag the hierarchy down and select the scene option and drag the game scene left side so that we could see game scene at same time. So now we have 2 scenes. First click on file and open build settings. Select the WebGL platform because we want our players to play on web browser. At the last I will also teach how to upload on itest.io so you can show to family or friends. So click WebGL and select switch platform. So this process may take a while, so you can wait. Till then I will skip the video. So as you can see, it is loading. After loading you will see the Unity's icon in front of WebGL. So now I will skip the video till the loading finishes. So you can see the loading have finished and the Unity icon is front of WebGL. Now you can close this window. After closing this window, you have to create some folders. First folder we will create, right click and create folder, and first folder's name we will keep scripts. These will contain all scripts that we will make. By mistakenly another folder came into scripts folder, so we will delete that and get returned to the assist folder and create the new folder. So here I have created the new folder. We can rename it to sprites, and we need one more folder called the prefabs. So total 4 folders we need. One is already created since folder. So now this folder will be renamed as prefabs. So after this is done, so now this is done. Now so we can borrow our assist in sprites folder, which I will give the link in the description. So you can see I have borrowed the assist. The link you can find in description. Select the player sprite. Now you will tell how this player sprite came. So I dragged the player sprite into the game and renamed it to player sprite. Then I added rigid body 2D component to the player sprite so that it could get affected by gravity and change the gravity scale to 0. So now here we have created a new script in scripts folder and opened the script. So the script will be renamed as player. So in this player script we need to create 3 variables. The first variable name will be public float player speed. So this variable can be said as that it contains our speed of player. Through this script we can control the speed of player. The second variable will be private rigid body 2D. So this will be a specification of rigid body 2D. So make sure we make rigid body 2D, not rigid body. The rigid body is for 3D. So the second variable will be private rigid body 2D RB. Then we will close the sentence. And one more variable we have to add called private. So private void. So we do not have to add void, we have to do private vector to player. So we have to write private vector to player direction and close it. So here are our 3 variables. Now we can write code in start method. So to write code in start method we will start with some codes. So first we need to write RB is equals to new vector 2. So before writing new vector 2 we can write get component. So when we write get component, so we can add brackets. After adding brackets, inside brackets we can write rigid body 2D and then close it and then make one more bracket and close it. You can see on screen that how I am writing code. So now we can create a new method called void. So void fix update, we will write void fix update and make curved brackets. So this much only we have to do now. We have to create now another shape of brackets and click enter. So after that we can write code in update method. So there is difference between update and fix update. So in update method we have to write float direction y equals to input dot get access so input dot get access raw input dot get access raw and click back brackets and we have to put 2 colons and inside 2 colons we have to write vertical. The vertical indicates that the player moves only up, down, not right and left. So we have finished this much code and we will close it and click enter. And now we will write player direction is equal to new vector 2. So after writing new vector 2 we will be giving brackets and inside brackets we will be writing the following code 0 comma direction y. So 0 comma direction y which indicates the direction y and again dot normalized. So after dot normalize, we can close this sentence and we can write another sentence in fixed update. Now we have to write sentence in fixed update. So we'll click fixed update and write rb dot velocity is equals to new vector 2. So we capital, we have to v capital vector 2. So after vector 2 we will give brackets, and in brackets we have to write 0 comma player direction dot y star player speed and close this. So this much only we have to do. Now we have to save the script by hitting Ctrl+S, and we have to get back to the Unity. So when we get back to Unity, we can select player. So we will select player, and now we will scroll down and add component. We need to attach the player script into player, so add component and search player. So if we search player, so we can find a player script, so that only we have to attach. So we will click it to attach, and so it will show the player speed. So we have to keep player speed 10. So after keeping player speed 10, we can hit play, and after hitting play we can see we can control our player by up arrow and down arrow. I think the speed is getting less, so we need to increase speed by 2. So we will again go to player and find player script and increase speed by 2. So we will keep the number 12 and try to play. So it is reloading. So after application is reloading, we can see the our player move up and down by the up arrow and down arrow, and it works fine. So this was for part 1. We will see the camera movement in part 2. So only this much is for this video. See you in next video. Till then, goodbye.